Can I ask the fan question that I've been queued up, ready to ask?
Sitting on.
Yeah.
It's just about how you go about writing songs, and specifically, yeah, what's the process of writing a song? How do you start to write, and how do you end up structuring all that stuff?
Okay. Um, so I mean, it's sometimes it's different from song to song, but like I do have a general formula um as to how I write songs for the most part. Generally, what I do is what I like am practically doing right now. Like, I just plug my guitar into an API mic three, and then that went into my digital audio desk, which is also a 32 channel interface, and I'll just like pull up a an amp sim, and like and then I'll just kind of just start like noodling, and I'll maybe or maybe like while I'm noodling, I'll just come up with like something that's kind of cool, because something will catch my attention, and then I'll just focus on that, for a little bit, and maybe just like build on it, until I have like kind of a cool riff, or even just a piece of a riff, and I just immediately record it. Like that's kind of the key to, like, it's sort of like a stream of consciousness type of thing, and the key is like immediately recording it. So like I immediately record it, and then I listen back to it, and like after listening back to it, maybe I hear something where I go like, oh, you know what, like it'd be cool if like it had like this riff had a key change in it, and like it went here, and I'll play that, and then sometimes I'll re-record it, or sometimes I'll like just start at the key change, and I'll just like cut it together, and I'll listen to it and go, yeah, that's cool like that. And then the two pieces that I cut together, then I'll go and I'll like learn how to play it as one piece, and I'll re-record it as one piece, because I don't want it to sound like some bands, I won't say any names, that like play their guitar parts one note at a time, and it sounds like a synthesizer. Um, so like yeah, so like I'll do that, and then like I grew up on like more, like a lot of traditionally formatted music, like the verse chorus bridge chorus done, type music. And like Faceless is a far cry from that, but like I would say it's more structured than a lot of death metal, which is just like, a lot of death metal is just like riff soup, like there's like almost no repeating
we call it riff
parts.
stacking, and I've been part of groups that are just riff stackers.
Riff
Yeah.
salads.
Yeah, it's like, it's like there's
But I mean,
nothing
that's just like the
nothing
way you do it in the beginning, but then where you go from being in the beginning, you gonna stay in the beginning, or you gonna actually like sculpt this shit, and
yeah,
actually
like
structure it properly.
right, yeah, like I like to have repeating parts in all of my songs, that like when I come up with a part that's like a really kind of like a yeah, a I can kind of just feel when a part is like that's a pivotal part, that's a memorable part, and like I'll know that like that's a part that is going to need to come back in the song, somewhere else. And like maybe that ends up being a chorus, or maybe it ends up just being kind of like, I mean, we even have like kind of like verses too, like, but then we have like stuff that's just, like it's kind of like we have verses, and we have choruses, and then we have like for every verse and chorus we have like 7 bridges, like
Yeah.
uh,
Interludes all over the place.
yeah.